thousands of birds cackle, too full to sing. Inside the ship, a house of cards remains unbothered. We're gonna follow its creator, tilted by a hunch confirmed. Our unreasonable, silent thoughts have become even more bothersome than the heat. Superstitions have undressed into an anxious checklist. Common sense has let itself out, a safe passenger drained freely from my head to my sleeve. It has happened. We've stopped. The hefty pull between the new shore and our frigate tug the boys and I. A tandem lurch strong-armed against our home. My dripping face furrows hard, undeservedly scolding my lunch. Damn it! This was a shitty time to eat. Being out in an open space was nice when all we had to worry about was the heat, smells, squawking, and the steaming river around us. But we've stopped. Shit! My implausible worries have shown themselves, no longer teasing me with the strange. Those who rise to look over the edge are leading the way, having another quick breath and not panicking. A short-lived example of greatness. God damn it! We haven't been avoiding uncharted shores at all. The river isn't deep enough. She's about to sink in. And that's it. That's enough. Our old Voyager is kneeling over, already dead. Off the boat before this sucker pops. My house of cards is still standing, but the superglue tips away. Ahead of me to the one and only leaning side entrance. I'm furrowed, still burrowed in my hands just for a moment longer. I'm losing a million thoughts as they fade in the following split seconds. Now's the time. I'm doubtful there will be another moment to double check my sanity. Big enough for 1500. What was she doing? Old thought, useless now. My peripheries, flooded by earthy browns, are alerting me and my soul that the very best course of action is to not question my surroundings. Factors berate my eyes, and what a shitty implausible ruckus to behold at that. The boat is too hot to think straight. Holding on to a fastened table, one of many in the cafeteria, a single thought forces its way through not only my mind, but everyone around me as well. The others holding tables and counters too. Few are more falling than running on the walls, and all of us are taken by the same fathom. We have to toss ourselves out of that crappy double door below. You don't want to be the one to slip, fall, and drown in the muck that threatens to seal the exit. The remains of others facelessly urge caution. Already? There isn't enough footing to work a way out of these reinforced windows. Rightin', straightening, I fling myself for my support, posturing as a cannonball. The slant to the exit was gracious enough that I didn't touch the some 15 feet distance of floor. Flew through those double doors, land hard on a mud-drowned body. There was a twitch, a retaliation, the reckless escape of wind and blood and pain out of this dead weight's teeth. Nothing escaped the clay around his face, not even a burble. Just one of many last stands for dignity. I push off as fast as possible. Another body incoming, more weight crushing the reluctant corpse of our comrade. My heavy clothes weigh me down, instantly entangled among the soft boiled weeds and far too spoiled fish. I'll crush through it, one giant slowed step at a time. It's easy to deal with the soul heaviness of myself, but the clingy beached flora wads with the dead behind me. We've gotten so used to these ceaseless birds that, given the life-threatening dive, they'd been tuned out. Now that they're over my head, I think their tune has changed. Would they savage my savory skin out of sheer predatory confusion? Nobody can catch themselves through the exhaustion enough to yell. Effectively, walking backwards, I have no idea where I'm going but away. Away from the once triumphant, now nigh melting, super hot, beached frigate. From the ship, I bet you could see the ever-widening snare of petty riverbed ephemera triangulating the foremost point of my struggled path. Adrenaline is going fast. So is the ship, now that I've trudged out a bit to get an idea. She's red, bright pink, obnoxious vapor abound. It's shoving vile fumes down the lungs of those still on board, surely bringing them to God just for stepping out. Worse yet, whatever moisture is in the dirt is the leftovers that was the river. You'd be able to swim this width in an hour if you've got it, but it's gone. Mud trail's gonna take hours, peppered with snags and hassles, overcooked rot that is tasseled, eager to knot. Ground's drying, settling soft and caving in. Shouts from someone near catch my ear, but I hear it for granted. He's behind me, trying to help others along our steam-pooled ship. And I'm up to my chest in sunken grit. Stink-eye the sinking ship again, and this dude's a-comin'. Doused in flames, head to toe. I knew it. Senses stop my feet. A fear most merciful forces my eyes. Good guy Chuck is gonna put this dead guy out in the muck. Bless him. Steady-footed and hustling up the rear, Chuck slung his body in a mad mudman tackle. The hero is caught firmly, palm to face. Stunted, his legs curl and flail off the ground. Not far enough away, smell his face melting. The figure, brazen and ablaze, walks on. An arm outstretched, keeping Chuck's dying, outraged fits in total defiance of gravity, of the natural. I can't hear the man scream through the flame, through the force. His head is so locked in a death grip that his neck is hardly budging. Chuck slips out of reach, his skull having given up in tandem with his boiled brain. And with no clear sign, Charles' head had neither been crushed or blown, but it was everywhere. The clearest red flag. I am the screaming man now, riding the panic that is sure to save me. I can see the others trudging away from me, and I'll keep going too. Enter tunnel vision. There's no shoving this to the back of my mind. It's coming to me. Past me? The flame walks across the topmost layer of earth. All life-loving moisture defied, dried, decimated, or died between strides. Should it walk over me? Even if I survive beyond the second-degree makeover, I'll be sealed, buried halfway. Think and walk, trudge up to my waist and slant. Left foot, right foot, I can move neither in less than 7 seconds apiece. It's coming. I'm jigging with purpose. Incrementally, I back up. Less time. I lay face up to the sky, to the impossible flock. Slide muck, more, then roll with my left arm up. This burial continues. Double cover, double check my head area, and cake even more protective earth on my head. Scurrying with a personality of its own, my left arm cries while burying itself. It's close. Preparations leave me blind beyond my immediate face. My brain, dosing me with another shot of adrenaline, hoists my urgency to the space between my mouth and a thick drowning. Breath held. I count. 1. Is there enough? 2. Will he pass me? 3. Suffocating clay. He must be here. 4. Is my left arm sweating or bleeding? 5. My pores are screaming! 7. They're out in an early grave, forcefully bursting under the pressure. Shit! My mind's reeling! I gotta count. 8. It'd have killed me by now. 9. It'd have killed me by now. 10. It'd have killed me by now. Wiggle my Sweat is giving itself to the soil, softening a form-fitting, all-natural casket. My breath breaks. I hoard hot, dry, dirty air, stressed by how little of it makes it through Gaia's fat filter. I have a chance. I ate lunch. I'll be found later today, meditating. I'll be found later today, afoot falling fast through fickle ground, breaking a long-trusted ankle, confusedly denied peace as some poor chuck flails through my pit of human soup. I am my line in the sand. 5-minute punch. 13 pilots, due July 31st. Come around.